Welcome back to our channel. Let's look at 40 final then and now Civil War photos. Please don't forget to subscribe and press likes. Jackson's Confederate troops marching west on Patrick Street, approaching the town square at Market Street. The soldiers are on their way to the Battle of Antietam, bloodiest day in history of the Civil War. Basil Biggs, freed African-American, made Gettysburg his home in 1858. When Confederates neared, Biggs fled, returning after the battle. He repaired damage to his land and Fisher's farm, earning $1.25 per exhumed Union body for National Cemetery burial. Union soldiers built these breastworks on Little Round Top during the Battle of Gettysburg, successfully defending the hill against repeated Confederate assaults. General George Meade directed Union forces from this modest farmhouse during the Battle of Gettysburg, orchestrating the Army's successful defense against Confederate attacks. The monument dedicated to the 1st Pennsylvania Cavalry at Gettysburg honors the unit's role in the crucial cavalry actions that helped determine the outcome of the battle. Rohrbach Bridge, later known as Burnside Bridge, was a key objective for Union forces during the Battle of Antietam. Confederate defenders delayed the Union advance for hours. A Baptist church in Fredericksburg was converted into a federal hospital, treating countless wounded soldiers during and after the battles in the area. Hibernian Hall in Charleston, South Carolina, sustained significant damage during Union bombardments. This building was a key meeting place before the war. Union soldiers stand on Meeting Street in Charleston, South Carolina, after the city's fall in 1865. Their presence marked the beginning of the end for Confederate resistance. The conspirators behind President Lincoln's assassination gathered in Washington, D.C., plotting the fateful events that would unfold in April 1865. Philadelphia Brigade Park commemorates the brave soldiers who fought in the West Woods at Antietam, a site of brutal combat on September 17, 1862. Union veterans returned to Belle Grove Mansion, the site of the Battle of Cedar Creek in 1864, for a reunion in 1886, remembering their crucial victory over Confederate forces. Union cavalrymen gather near the Old Church Hotel, close to Cold Harbor, Virginia, where intense battles were fought in June 1864, leading to heavy casualties. This view of the Nashville battlefield shows Redoubt Number 5, one of the Confederate defenses that fell to Union forces during the Battle of Nashville in December 1864. Children play in the streets of Richmond, the once proud Confederate capital, now under Union control after the fall of the city in April 1865. Veterans of the 14th Connecticut Infantry returned to William Roulette's farm, where they fought at Antietam to dedicate a monument in honor of their service. The Lutheran Theological Seminary in Gettysburg served as a field hospital for both Union and Confederate wounded during the battle's fierce 3 days. The edge of Rose Woods in Gettysburg was the site of heavy Confederate casualties during the fierce fighting on July 2, 1863. The David Reel Barn, used as a hospital by the Confederates during Antietam, was struck by Union artillery, further compounding the battlefield's horrors. The Moore House in Yorktown, Virginia, suffered heavy damage during the Peninsula Campaign of 1862 as Union forces moved to capture the Confederate-held city. Cannonballs were gathered to install on General John Sedgwick's monument in Cornwall Hollow, Connecticut, honoring the fallen Union general. Veterans of the 125th Pennsylvania Infantry dedicated their monument in West Woods, where they fought valiantly during the Battle of Antietam. The Grove House in Sharpsburg, Maryland, served as a meeting place for Confederate General Robert E. Lee and his officers during the Battle of Antietam. Caroline Street in Fredericksburg, Virginia, bore the scars of war after Union troops ravaged the area during their occupation in 1862. The house at 130 Caroline Street in Fredericksburg shows the scars of battle, a reminder of the heavy fighting during the Union's advance in December 1862. The Old Market Hall stands as a historical marker in Charleston, a city that endured significant damage and change after being captured by Union forces. The Gettysburg trolley once traversed the historic battlefield, now replaced by modern roads, yet the monuments stand as enduring tributes to the past. An 1880s image of the Throstle House highlights the grim aftermath of battle, with dead horses scattered across the yard, marking the site of Bigelow's Battery. Veterans of the 124th Pennsylvania Infantry gather to dedicate their monument at Antietam, remembering their service in one of the war's bloodiest battles. Civil War veterans pay their respects at the monument to General John Sedgwick, who was killed during the Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse in 1864. Union troops march across Burnside Bridge during the Battle of Antietam. This key crossing was hotly contested, with Confederate forces holding it for hours before retreating. A then and now comparison shows the view from Stevens Knoll, where the 5th Maine Battery targeted Confederate troops during the battle, illustrating the changing landscape. The monument to Union General Jesse Reno, who was mortally wounded at Fox's Gap during the Battle of South Mountain on September 14, 1862, stands in his honor. A ceremony held in 1894 honored the soldiers of the 16th Connecticut Infantry, who faced heavy losses at Antietam while fighting in the infamous cornfield.